Alright then, so we found ourselves here then for yet another round of Journeyman League, and today I'm joined by Yoa. So hello Yoa.
Hey, Nina, how you doing?
Doing pretty well as found ourselves in here in the qualifying session, but as we see in the standings we got Sedge leading the way 15 points ahead of Albono, who I don't think is here. Yeah, so I think this will allow for Sedge to then secure the title today, because then we got Lexus quite far behind his 22 points, and yeah, that's gonna be really hard for him to put himself up there. Although he can delay the party if they keep it, think within 32 points. If I'm not wrong, the point system for GL is the same as UL. So if uh, if Sedge cannot get more than 32 points, then he's gonna be securing the title. Although Lex is not here even, so oh wait, so yeah, I guess we need to look at Mika 2, Mika. Now the gap between them it's 30 points. So, and he's here, yeah, he is here. So yeah, I think Sedge can definitely win the title as long as he beats Mika to Mika, I believe. So yeah, that's it. And we got in Jason leading the way. Jetix is in second place, and we got Bishione tied with Sedge then with the 43.05. And yeah, they're looking to.
Sid is struggling.
Yeah, they're.
Sid is struggling in the second lap. His access is on pole again, like he was in AL.
Oh, so there you go. Then Haxi seems to be a. Is he a new driver? It seems like he might be doing his debut today. Kind of. But as we see
Oh,
then.
he was with Solaris, I think. I think 2 seasons ago. Now I think he's reserving for ESV.
Oh, I see. So we got then Haxi in at the front. He's a tenth faster, at least in the previous lap. So let's see here how will things look like at the end of this qualifying. We got Biscione looking to be at the front right now, and that could be a good lap. Yes, it is. Look at that. Sub 42 lap, quite far ahead of everyone else. We got Mika to Mika now, Ampi to second place. So that's the front row here for Carpathian's Peak. Then we got for Kenza Motorsport JTX there in third, followed by Axis. And then we got here VCS ahead of Jason, followed in by Fede F1. And then we got Setch here in P8, so he's gonna have a lot of work to do. Then we got little tie here between Saturday Driver and Hover. And then we see here Ricky Boy followed by Ruska. And then is Manjundar then at the back. So yeah, difference of 2 seconds. This is definitely can definitely be a bit of a difficult track. And it's also very long, so that's another thing here. So yeah, let's see how will things go for the race. Alright then, so we find ourselves here in the race. We had a bit of a crash, so yeah, but now things look to be good. Here we go then, we got a lot of drivers then starting on hard tires. We got then the CPRs leading the way. You got Axis now trying to go through the outside of JTX here. As you can see, you got also Jason joining the party. He's starting on the soft, he's the only driver on the dead tires. We got then Setch here already up to P4, so amazing start there from him. I'm pretty sure he started like P8, so yeah, an amazing start from him here. We got there now the CPRs going side by side. GTX just trying to find a way pass. As you see, yeah, Bishiana still leads the way. But yeah, Jason though, he's on the soft tires, but not sure if that's going to be good for him because the others are all on the hards or mediums. As we see now, Jason with a nice move around the outside of Sedge. And yeah, Guzzi just crashed out again. So yeah, we got then Bishiana still leading the way here. Then you got Jason, then now trying to catch to the top two. I guess that's the benefit of having the softs at these current points, but he definitely needs to avoid the mistakes, because yeah, we see here then Sedge going around the outside, having no problem passing him. So yeah, I think that qualifying was definitely just a bad performance, but now he's back at his usual self here in the race.
Intriguing start there. We've got Sage now going at Mika. Two former teammates at a certain team in CL. Side by side they go. Nika getting his elbows out and Sage forced to back out, trying to go around the outside. Not quite able to, edged off, and now Jason comes back and takes third place for the time being. But small run to the field, Pistrone holding on very well out in front. Carpathians peak 1-2. That is an aggressive dive bomb. That is a very aggressive dive bomb. As Sage once his back on Nika, he gets past Jason, now goes for that position. Oh, I don't. Oh, I think. A bit perplexed as to what's going on over here. Oh, Jetix edged off as well, but Bistrone is pulling away.
Bistrone.
The stream is a little bit lag.
Ooh, there goes now Sedge with a nice move there to second place there, taking use advantage of Mika to Mika going a little bit sideways as he's battling with Jason. Now we also see here GTX as Jason goes into the grass there. And then you got Fede F1 leading P6, and yeah, the other battles that we see here, we got Hober and Manjundar more at the back, and then here more towards the midfield we got VZS, Sunday Driver and Axis. Axis was at the front at some point, but now he ends up on the grass there. But yes, Edge now second place, trying to catch Biscione, but Mika too. Mika could be trying to slow him down and allow for Biscione to take the win here today. But yeah, obviously there's also the title fight between these two drivers going on, even though Sedge has a huge gap. It's just that he could secure the title today mathematically, and that way he would not have to worry about anything happening for the next week in Monaco. Yeah, so we see here JTX and Jason. Now they see Jason just going wide there. JTX takes the inside, and he takes P4 there very easily as you see the grid now starting to spread out here. I wonder when we will see drivers going into the pits. I think Jason will very likely be the first one, because he's the one on the soft tires. Then you got JTX and FedF1 probably being the ones pitting next. And then you got everyone else, I guess. But yeah, I don't know exactly how long can these tires last. Obviously, it changes depending on the driver, of course. As we see now, GTX still battling Jason now, battle for third place. In the meantime, looks like Serge has got up to Biscione. And as we see here, he tries to go up the inside, but Biscione still holds on to the lead. Yes, it's CPR versus Solaris. Here you got Serge trying to go around the outside. You got Biscione then going defensive, then into turn one here. Serge has the left side, but he has to back off. You have to take better of it twice. As we see here now, Biscione once again just still managing to defend there, keeping that lead. And we see three drivers going into the pits. That's JTX, Jason, and FedF1. And yeah, they're gonna end up causing some chaos here at the back. Because yeah, they all ended up close to the drivers who still yet to pit, of course. So yeah, we see then JTX trying to get past Axis and the Sunday driver. It goes in on the inside, and yeah, that grip advantage is very noticeable. Jason went for the softs again, so he's doing a two-stopper, which I think it's usually not ideal for this league. Usually you want to do just a singles pit stop. As we see, oh, Axis, oh, what happened there? Axis and FedF1.
And then he sent Fede off, as well as Axis and Arbe go side by side. Axis lets Arbe back through and then goes off himself. As out in front, you've got that the battle for the lead, congregating once again with Bistrone closing in on stage. I think I do apologize for any viewers watching this because the stream quality is probably very low. However, hey, you know what? We've got radio commentary and we've got Nuno as well, so that makes up for it. So
yeah, we see Jason and Sunny Driver. They were going side by side there.
Oh, Sage in front. Sage in front.
Oh, Sage, yeah, looks like he's in front right now. I'm not sure if Biscione is still on that slipstream, but he might actually not be. Yeah, I don't think he is right now. So Sage could be getting away with this one, and that is obviously great for him, as we see here now. Jason trying to overtake Sunday Driver, and this is just costing him time, of course, as he goes in up the inside. Can he finally get the move then? As we see, oh my god, they really just Try to not kill each other there. But yeah, then we got FedF1 who also lost a lot of time with the big crash with Axis. But I think Axis sort of looked like he was slowing down for quite a long time, and then he let FedF1 pass. And we see there now we got VZS leaving the pits. I think that's Ricard Supernova, if I'm not wrong. As we see here now, ooh, so we got to
Takes the lead.
yeah, so we got then yeah, Bichonne then leading the way. Ooh, looks like the battle for the lead still continues. Once again, two big teams here from JL battling it out. Here you got Sedge and Bichonne. They're definitely starting to lose some of that grip. Maybe they're gonna pit soon, and they will, both going into the pits there. They went side by side on a very tiny pit road, of course. So let's go then. We got then they're gonna go for the hard tires. So I guess for JL there's no tire rule, which I guess it makes sense. It's a very short race.
Mika with the undercut.
Ooh, so yeah, there we go, freeway battle here. And yeah, it is a very huge track, so the undercuts can have to be very strong here as we see. Ooh, I think Bichonne may have got punted there by Sedge. And now as you see, there he goes now, CPR trying to pass him as well. And then you got JTX also joining in the party, but on much older tires. Ooh, and now he's going to be in the way of Mika to Mika. That's going to ruin his plans, that is for sure. But now we see Bichonne still on the inside, but ends up on the grass there. And I think that was a self-drive mistake there. He ends up in P4, so that could be decisive for the race, because Sedge now finds himself in the lead. Although there's still Mika to Mika, who could still be slowing him down. As we see him now on that slipstream. But now he makes a mistake. So I think Sedge can definitely get away with this one now. He just needs to keep it consistent, keep it fast. And then he just needs to bring it home.
Side by side, it's further back. With Jason, both of them, I think, doing on this lap. Jason staying 6 laps out on softs for the second consecutive time. As Bichonne is still stuck behind Jason, so that could be Jetix. So that could be very decisive as Jetix comes in. Fede and Jason. Oh, Fede stays out. Jason comes in. Fede probably aiming for soft tires at the end of this one. He's back up into 5th ahead of Jetix. And then you've got Jason coming out in 7th, Sunday driving 8th, Arbe in 9th. Axis probably will be a bit disappointed with Pete at the moment. Majum down his birthday, holding off Ricky Boy, who's coming at him like a bullet. Is he able to make the move? Just not quite yet. Maybe going to force it into a mistake.
Ooh, yeah, ends up on the grass.
Too quickly. And Luska at the back.
So in the meantime, we do have the Sedge extending that gap. Mika to Mika looking to take second, because I don't think, yeah, it looks like Bichonne is not really catching him. So Mika to Mika looking quite fast on this second stint, but Sedge is even faster though. So I think he's looking to get away and secure that title today. I think if the gap was 30 points between these two drivers now, I think it seems to be pretty much deal done here. So yeah, so we look at the back, there's a bit of a freeway battle, but there's other battles as well. We got, for instance, JT versus VCS, and the interesting part is that JT, who's behind, he has better tires, so he's gonna be trying to pass Zyre, who I think is Chinese, if I'm not wrong, or maybe he's from another country. Oh, okay, so as we see then now, JTX then going up the inside into turn 1, and now he makes the move there. Now he's going to be taking then P4 on that HP car. Then we see here Jason and the FedF1 also close to each other. And the FedF1 has slightly better tires, as they are batting then for that P6. As we see, this will be then the closest battle, I think, because the JTX then got rid of VZS. And the others are just very spread out here. That's pretty much it. And yeah, the top 3 though, they look to be in a league of their own right now. Maybe they'll be the drivers to get banned for next season, who knows. As we see now, VZS trying to go around the outside here. Oh my god, just chaos!
Calma.
So he takes then back P4 there, but the RGTX will probably not be happy with that. And all of this pattern could allow for the likes of Jason and Fed
Ooh,
F1 to catch them as well. But there is, ooh, now Fed F1, I just saw him there on the grass now losing a lot of time. And obviously he's gonna be disappointed because you know that he has slightly better tires than Jason. But the battle here between JTX and VCS does continue now. Battle for P4 here. And yeah, you can definitely see that they're so far behind. In the meantime, looks like Bishion is starting to catch his teammate there. So this battle for second place is not exactly settled here between the teammates. But yeah, you see VCS now with a little mistake. This could now allow for JTX to get away. But they here at the front though. Just like with the big lap, the undercuts can be big or strong. The difference of tires can also be strong. So that's another thing to have in mind here. As we see then Biscione is trying to catch his teammate, but he only has 2 more laps here. But as you can see, he actually did not gain any time on him. But then we see here still Fed F1 and Jason. Now, I wonder if they just slipstreaming each other. As usually the drivers here do tend to battle more. As we see now Fed F1 trying to go up the inside into the chicane, and somewhat that worked. As you see then Jason now down in P7. Now Fede will try to catch VCS here. And we are getting towards the late stages of the race, so obviously the drivers will be more willing to be a little bit more aggressive as well. So, but as you see, looks like, yeah, now Biscione somehow managed to get very close to Mika now. It's now the final lap of the race. Sech is just set to win this race. As we got then Mika and Biscione here. Still not on his slipstream, but he could get it during this lap. It's a very huge lap, of course. But let's see if it's going to be enough or not. This is probably a place where he could gain a lot of time right here on those 2 very tight turns. But I think Mika might be able to hold on as we still have the VCS versus Fed F1 as it goes side by side. But in the end, no one can stop this man right here. Sech, the reserve from LSA and the driver for Solaris, wins then the title for the drivers here in JL in Season 17B. And then Mika holds on to second place, followed by Visciani, who puts the podium. Then it is Zetix then finishing P4, followed by his teammates. And then we got VCS, Jason. Then it's going to be then Robert, followed in by Sunday Driver, and then Axis. Then you got then Manjundar, P11, then you got Hickey Boy, and then Luska. So it looks like everyone is looking to finish the race. And there you go then. So Seth will take the fastest lap, so maximum points for him. Or maybe not, because I don't think he got pole position. But yeah, he's here secured the title. He's your world champion then for the from JL. And yeah, it's another title for Solaris as well, as they are always a very consistent team here. So yeah, that's it. And anything you can say, Joa?
that was a fantastic drive by Sage. He came from eighth on the grid, and one of his weaknesses in Indonesia, I think, was being in the traffic. But he made his moves and he made them very decisively. And once he was in front, as has been the case this season, the deserved champion just ran away and held on. Fantastic victory and a fantastic first championship for him and even for Tunisia because he's part Tunisian. So, Serge in front, Mika second, Carpathians peak 2 and 3 with Biscione from pole to third. Solid double podium for the team, and that's huge in the championship too. Jetix in fourth, Fede in fifth, making his way past Ricardo Supernova's VZS at the very end. Down to sixth, he dropped Jason in seventh, embroiled in that battle for P4. Then you've got Arber, Laurent in then you've got Sunday Driver who just about held off Axis and Majumdar. The Elysian Stride cars down in 10th and 11th. That's a big blow for their championship hopes. With Ricky Boy in 12th and Luska running off the field for Arcon.
Alright, and so that's it then for today's round. As then the finale will be then in Monaco for the next weekend. So that's it, and we'll see you there. Until the next time, goodbye.